Welcome back to more knowledge. Just taking another look at some more demonology, because it seems to be a very important book in the system what we live in, right? It's totally underestimated as important importance in that. You see here it's 118 dukes, named dukes mentioned in the grimoires, right? And there's a story here how a king whipped up a witch craze, right? The only book in history written by a monarch about witchcraft, right? This is the same bloke that done the Bible, as I said, the same, a lot of people aren't even aware of this. So it's about time to have a look at it, right? And King whipped up a witch craze, and then there's the idea of Matthew Hopkins, Witchfinder General. Of course, this probably a lot of hex. But he's directly cited demonology as a source for discovering witch. High and mighty Prince James. And what's also known as the Ars Goetia. Ars means craft, of course, right? So we'll have a little look at the demons in the Ars Goetia. The craft, right? And, pseudonyms of the monarchs, pseudo-monarch. So just like in the Bible really, which is its pseudonyms, like Jesus Christ and all that. This is the same thing, it's pseudonyms for the monarch. So it's their type of little book and that, right? It's their system, see. 72 angels of the Shem, Hymns for Ash. So as we know, the Hymns is James, like the Hamish. Basically the Shem is like the James and all, right? But the Shem becomes the he, she type of idea, right? Like a trans idea, like a she male, see? So it's like a he, she, a Shem. The explicit name Shem Ham Thorash. So it's a he, she. And James, again type of thing, right? Opposite balancing force against demons, right? So as we know, they always do the black and white, the duality. Right? Yeah, this one, as I see, look at Dead Ring, I've had a Prince Charles character, doesn't it? So obviously it ties in with that. Right? We're called balls, so two Balkan, like the laboratory type of thing, right? The lab. So it's to do with the science lab. Where they develop the sort of techniques for tea drinking and trans medicine and all that. Right? Paimon, Asmodeus. Of course, Asmodeus, like the Maz, the Masonic, and the duality. That word basically means like Masonic duality, see? Asmodeus. Yeah, Masonic duality, basically. There's a sort of, again, symbolising the trans thing. The hybrid, like a half animal and half man thing, which is basically, again, a metaphor just for trans. Person. Jacobus de Taramua. Again, the James Jacob idea. A lot of sevens. The seal of Belial. Just courage, I guess, wasn't it? Yeah. Beale, first king of hell, with estates in the east. The east, three heads. No doubt refers to 66 legions, and the order of invisibility. See, if you're trans, then you're invisible. You know what I mean? That's the idea behind it, hiding behind invisibility. So Beale teaches the art of invisibility. May be the equivalent of Beelzebub and the seven princes of hell. It's all good, all this stuff. Metaphors for trans and all this. But it's all relating to that sort, the trans tea drinking little game league, see? Paimon. Conjure invokes this demon. Look towards the northwest. The west. $25. There's Ham, son of Noah. Again, James, Hamish. So, know what that entire code's about, basically. Here's the Dukes of Hazzard, Dukes of Hazzard. James is best in the book. You got the book and the James are the best in the actors list. The Bark as well, the Bark is the book. Peggy Productions for the productions. And the Dukes. Again, read the Hazard. With this TV program directly relating to the ducal system, right? English ducal system and all that, right? Of course, the hex, the American, what do you call it? The American War of Independence was just a hex, total hex. In order to make the average American think that, USA was not under British control. Of course, it's basically just an experimental country of the British Crown control. So this Dukes of Hazzard related directly to the British ducal system. Right? You see a lot of code, and so it's why it's called the Dukes of Hazzard. Right? Danger or risk, right? Peril, threat. See, obviously how they rule and all that. Right? And chance and probability. And throwing the dice and all that. See, luck and fortune. See, luck and fortune and destiny and fate is sort of governed by these dukes. See what I mean? That's the way they view it and all that. Venture. Risk of being lost. See? Risk and hazard. Obviously you put your kid into a tea program. It's risky. It's like a bet. A hazard. So a lot of code in the Dukes of Hazzard idea, right? Dice, and basically meaning dice, chance and luck. So obviously like mark dice or something like that, you see what I mean? The hazard. So the Dukes of Hazzard, the Dukes of Hell, and all this type of thing. Right? So here's like a hex of pudding, right? Is to sort of back these ideas up, right? The Dukes playing death, tragic death of Prince George, Duke of Kent. right, in a plane crash, August 25th. And just 39 years old, like the 39 steps. So putting, that was putting in hex to back up their ideas with. Here's Duchy of Cornwall, right, which is Prince Charles's estate. The one that called Prince Charles and that. Of course, this Duchy estate produces a lot of biscuits and tea and jam and all that, right? And John James. A lot of jam, tea related stuff. You have this is 15 little dots on there, right? 15 gold pheasants on a black field. And this is the day with Duchy of Cornwall, 1 and 5, say 6. Obviously a bit of hex again. Duke of Kurnow. Duke. They were Lancaster. Cornwall and Lancaster. It is Humout on the badge or the motto, right? Yeah, I mean courage. Right here you got Pastor Duchy on the left hand side, which is musical youth. Musical youth, right? Of course, the story of it is that this means either, in a cooking pot or something like a marijuana or something, right? But basically, when you have Pastor Duchy on the left hand side, it's talking about the ducal system, right? And obviously the pass in terms of transpassing and the sonic passing, right? And the left hand side is you're back to the King James. King James and the sort of demonology stuff and that on the left hand side, right? So again, it's just a code for being a trans. Past the Duchy on the left hand side. No, but they were cooking pots, and I know like you see what I mean. Kingston, Jamaica, see? We've seen the Jamaica, how it's full of transes and that. Kingston, Jamaica, British Jamaican musical group. Of course, Love is the tea program. Fitzroy Bunny Simpson. Pete Waterman. He's no well-known music producer for them and all that. On the Sonic Productions. See this being transgender in the Masonic community, the Mason's Lady. If a trans man passes, appears male enough that an unknown person would assume they are male. It doesn't stop there. Pass a craft with fellow Mason. Pass grip of a fellow craft.